I spent a lot of money this year. Remember when I used to do my monthly budget videos, I used to list out all my expenses and my income for the month so that I could forecast how much I was looking to earn and spend for that month. It was a great way of keeping track and knowing what was upcoming. Now, I haven't done that this year, but what about we do it for the whole of 2021? I will list out all the income I received from dividends from my YouTube channel and all of the expenses, all the things that I spent money on in 2021. For those that have been watching know that this year has been a spending year. It's not my typical year, so there was no saving going on. It was pretty much all spending. My income was better than 2020 because dividends came back and I actually did okay with the YouTube videos. So let's jump in and have a look how much I spent, yikes, and how much I earned in 2021. You want to do it? Let's go have a look. Well, let's start with book sales. In 2020, I was just over $2,000, but in 2021, over $7,000. So that is amazing. Business income has gone down. That's just AdSense on blogs that I own that I don't even blog anymore. Dividends is the biggest one. In 2020, I earned $43,000, just over. That was about 58% lower than normal, and I'm back up right in 2021 to about nearly $52,000. So that represents around just over 5% of my portfolio, which is perfect and pretty much what I expected. So that's a nice little income from dividends, and of course the main source of my income. And then we have AdSense from my YouTube channel. I made $7,700 odd in 2020, but in 2021 I actually made slightly less, just over $7,000. And probably that was because I wasn't as consistent with videos this year and I had about the same amount of views. So if I want to increase that, I'm going to have to output more videos, which I hopefully can do. So in total, in 2020, my income from passive income only is $53,000, just over $53,000, and in 2021, $66,350.90. Now, if we move down to expenses, some of these I'm estimating, mostly because I don't know exactly how much I spent, but I think the estimate that I've done is pretty close to what I actually spent. Let's go into rent. Rent, I pay $485 a week. It's recently gone up in November to $500 a week. So the difference from 2020 to 2021 is not that much. It's going to be a little bit higher next year because it's just been increased. But yeah, groceries, I did go up significantly more in groceries. I wasn't being frugal or careful. Goodness, that's nearly double the amount I was spending. I will be going back to being a little bit more careful with groceries in 2022. Takeaway, I spent very little in 2020, but in 2021, I probably was spending around $300 a month. Months I wouldn't have spent that much, and some months I would have spent more, but pretty much it averages out around $300 a month, which is $3,600 for the year. Petrol for my car went up significantly. I wasn't going that many new places in 2021. I think it was more to do with the petrol prices has increased quite significantly here. So I've put down approximately $100 a month, even though I may not have spent exactly that much. But yeah, $1,200 for the year in petrol. My phone bill is a fixed cost of $35, so that hasn't changed at all from 2020 to 2021. That's exactly the same, and same with my internet. My internet hasn't changed from 2020 to 2021. It's a fixed cost. Now, shopping, I used to only spend $75 a week. But that changed quite significantly in 2021. I was buying a lot more things, a lot more clothes, a lot more things for the house. Now, entertainment fun, I'm sure you'll be interested in this one. I hardly went out in 2020. Nice low, $170 for the whole entire year. That increased quite significantly to $7,200. That's again averaging about $600 a month in just going out. That was also including restaurants, cocktails, events that I went to, lots of things like that. I had an amazing year and so much fun and met some amazing people. Yeah, but I spent quite a lot of money doing it. Business expenses, not that significantly different. I don't have that many business expenses. I'm mainly paying for the Adobe Suite and some cloud storage, and that is it. My utility bills went up slightly, not significantly though. Gifts, pretty much the same as last year, slightly higher. Yeah, pretty close. I think I would have spent around $1,000 on gifts for people. My car registration and insurance totals around $2,000. My car insurance and rego hasn't really changed, so exactly the same for 2021. And other expenses, I can't really recall exactly what I spent this year. I wasn't keeping really strict records like I have for the previous years. In previous years, I can't even remember what that $50 was, but I probably spent an extra $2,000, I'm thinking. So the total expenditure from 2020 to 2021, quite significantly different. I spent a total of just under $44,000 in 2020, but over $69,000, yikes, that's a lot of money, in 2021. Yeah, so I'll have to rein that back in 2022. Even though I had fun and don't regret a second of it, I also learned a lot about spending and people's mindsets in that area. So I feel like that actually is going to help me going forward. But as you can see, last year I had a surplus of nearly $10,000. And this year I did not have a surplus. I overspent by nearly $3,000. So yeah, that won't be happening next year.
So spent a little bit more than I was planning to, but I had an amazing year, so I guess that's okay. But what about next year? What am I going to do in 2022? Well, 2022, I want to double my income. Now, the passive income that I've got is pretty good. Okay, a lot of people would probably say it's just an average income, which I kind of agree with, which is why I want to double my income. I want to make at least $120,000 in passive income next year. I actually think this might be pretty doable. It's just a matter of putting out more videos and maybe even taking on a sponsorship or two. The reason my income was a lot lower than a lot of other YouTubers in my niche is because I've never taken on any sponsorships or affiliate programs, mostly because I haven't felt comfortable in recommending products that I don't use. But I want to try out a few products this year, and if they're any good, I will take on a sponsorship. If not, I won't. I'll just keep putting out more videos. I will, of course, be spending less because even though I had an amazing year, I did go a bit crazy and I don't regret it one bit. It was the most fun year, but it's time to get back to work, start making more videos on a more consistent basis and build my social media following so that I can get more followers, so they can watch more of my videos, so I can earn more YouTube income. And of course, I will be saving this year again. If I'm earning more and I'm not spending as much, I'm going to have some money to save. And usually what I usually do is save up some money. I like to save around $10,000 and then put it into the stock market. I didn't put any extra money into the stock market this year, but I do plan on building my portfolio up next year if I'm earning more money, which I hope that I can do. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. Take care and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!